Joining us now, advisor to Ukraine's Minister of Defense, Yuriy. Sir, first of all, what do you hope will come out of this meeting tomorrow?
Good morning. Well, first of all, I would like to thank the people of America and the government of the United States of America for the latest package, which you have mentioned in your earlier report. Indeed, it will be very helpful and very instrumental because we are, as you know, and as you've said, preparing for our counteroffensive. Now, as for the meeting at the Ramstein base, which will happen tomorrow, of course, our priorities remain unchanged. We need more air defense systems, we need fourth-generation aircraft, and we need long-range missiles. So it will be a discussion between partners. There are more than 50 ministers of defense of 50 countries, and we are hopeful that the results will be positive.
So we've been hearing a lot about the need for adequate air defense, surface to air, and tell us where you stand now in terms of having equipment in this department, in this area, and how much more you need.
Well, incidentally, it was just yesterday that we received the first Patriot system, first Patriot air defense system to Ukraine, and this will, of course, be very helpful. But, you know, Ukraine is a large country, and, you know, we need more air defense systems such as Patriot, Iris-T, SAM-T, but more importantly, we are desperately needing the fourth-generation aircraft, the F16s. There are over 4,000 of these, which the U.S. and allies have, and we are just asking for 1% of those. You know, even 40 would be a game changer. And air defenses, you know, modern aircraft, the F-16s, that will improve significantly our air defense capabilities. Even if you look at the military doctrine of the U.S., it very clearly says that without air supremacy and air superiority, military operations have a radical risk of increase in the number of losses. So we need we need aircraft, we need F-16s, and we hope that tomorrow's Ramstein meeting will bring us closer to that decision.
Yuriy, of course, the need for this equipment and ammunition is in part because of Ukraine expected to soon launch its much-anticipated spring counteroffensive. Give us just a sense, if you will, as to how the nation is feeling as it prepares for what could be a vital inflection point in the future of the conflict. Is there an sense that it needs to show progress in order to make sure that allies keep the help coming?
Well, you know, 1 year ago, even more than 1 year ago now, this large-scale invasion began. And for us, for Ukrainians, every day that we are able to resist the enemy and repel the enemy is a small victory. And of course, right now, we are all mentally preparing for the counteroffensive. And just to illustrate to you the state of mind that we are in now, a very close friend of mine, his father is 62 years old. He joined the Ukrainian army voluntarily. He went to the front. He's actually suffering from oncology, but at the same time he was wounded. He lost his leg, and he's now going back to the battlefield because everybody wants to end this war quick. We cannot continue to lose our best people on a daily basis. Our cities are decimated, our people are killed. You know, we're dealing with a terrorist state which beheads people. I mean, we're dealing with a country which is led by a war criminal, indicted war criminal.
So on Jonathan's question and that incredible story you just told, I would like to ask also not just about Ukrainian people as a whole, but the morale of the Ukrainian military. How are the Ukrainian troops holding up?
The Ukrainian troops are holding up heroically, and they are very determined to continue to liberate our lands. And I would actually like to use this opportunity to say that, you know, part of this determination I've met here in Washington, D.C., in the streets of this city. I've met ordinary Americans who come up to me in the street and, you know, they wish us luck and they say that we are in their prayers. So the determination to win, to defeat the aggressor is very strong both in Ukraine and internationally. And we are very grateful to the American people for this support.
This is Jen. I wanted to ask you about F-16s, which you've mentioned, you've called for, you've asked for many times. They're very, very expensive, as you know, and you calculate your own military budgets there. There's only a certain amount of money that's been approved by the United States Congress for the military to use. So what is the case you make on the F-16s, given their cost being the most efficient thing that you need in order to make progress in this war?
Well, I would like to stress that, look, Russians have begun now using the so-called gliding bombs. They are launching them from their bombers without actually entering Ukrainian airspace. So there is an international coalition of tanks, and we hope that we will be able now to create an international coalition of F-16s, because without the F-16s, without these aircraft, we will not be able to resist, you know, these 1.5-ton bombs. I mean, one bomb like that can take out the whole block of apartments. So this is why it is so important, and this is why we will continue to advocate for the creation of the international coalition for F-16s for Ukraine. It's about our future. It's about freedom.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Advisor to the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, thank you for being on. Yuriy, we appreciate your words this morning.